I'm Joseph Brooks, and this is Lawyer in the Kitchen. All right, so these steaks have been marinating for, I almost said 2 weeks. I don't know why.
How long?
I almost said 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
I started to say 2 weeks.
And why would you say 2 weeks?
Well, because we started this video 2 weeks ago, and when I put these steaks on the marinade, the bag broke open and the marinade went all over the place, and I was going to go with that, right?
Right.
Okay. Well, then I took them out to the grill and burnt them up, except then we brought them in. Well, look at how good they look. And we cut them up and they were burnt, and not only were they burnt, they were raw. Hi, welcome to Lawyer in the Kitchen. Today we're going to make what I call best steak marinade. It's best because it's going to taste great, number one. Number two, it's very easy to make. Very simple ingredients, which I have right here. Pepper, soy sauce, white vinegar, brown sugar, and a full head of garlic chopped. All right, this is an entire head of garlic, and we're going to chop this up. Not mince it, just chopped. Again, I like to just hold my knife. I see people do this all the time. I think this is the best way. You're not going to cut yourself, and you can also very easily pull the garlic in and chop it. Every once in a while, clean it off. That you need to be careful doing. And then we're going to get it nice and chopped. First thing we're going to do is get a 1 gallon bag, make sure that it doesn't leak. That can be a problem sometimes. And then simply put the steaks in. And don't worry about the liquid getting to them yet. We're going to move that all around once we get it in there. I like to let this rest up against something. Now, this is an entire box of light brown sugar. It seems like a lot. We're going to marinate this for about 5 hours. 4 hours is enough. Anything less than 4 hours probably isn't going to get in the meat well enough to taste. And there's about 1/3 of a cup of white vinegar. We're going to put in 10 ounces of regular soy sauce. And if we need more liquid, and it's not too much, we'll add maybe a cup of water. But I don't want to water that down too much. And finally, we're going to put, not finally, but next we're going to put the garlic in. That's an entire head of garlic, chopped. And the last thing we'll do is our pepper. Don't want to lose any of that garlic. Make sure you do this with the right side of the knife. All right, and finally, we're going to put in some pepper. And I said about a tablespoon. I like it to be fresh. I think fresh ground is better. You can actually smell that pepper coming up. It's a nice smell. This is going to be really good. These are a little sweet, but they've got garlic, so you've got everything going on them. And then these are going to go on the grill. And I'm going to cook them for about 6 minutes aside. And we're going to flip these around a little bit. Get almost all the air out of the bag. Make sure this is tight. And now we're going to massage this in all over the place. Make sure both sides of the steak and in between the steaks are covered. And these are ribeyes, bone-in, that I'm using today. This works with filet, any kind of steak, really. Make sure you get that all over there. We don't need to add more liquid. This is pretty good, but we may turn this over in an hour or two. This looks good right now. So into the fridge, this goes. Make sure you lay them flat so the juice is covering, all of the marinade is covering the steaks, both steaks. And if you need to prop up something to make that happen, do what you need to do. But lay them flat, massage them again, and come back and check them in a couple of hours. So these are not the steaks that I ruined 2 weeks ago. These actually marinated for 5 hours, and we're going to take them out now and have a look at them, see if that color hasn't changed. And you look at that, see how the color has changed. The fire's ready, and we're going to add some wood chunks, and I'm going to use some red oak. And this is kind of special red oak because these are waste pieces from the crib I'm building for my first grandchild. And this is red oak. It's been soaking for about 30-40 minutes. And what we're going to do is open up the grill and throw those in. And we should have some smoke in just a minute. All right, the wood's going nicely. We're going to put these steaks on about 6 minutes before we flip them over. These have rested 5 minutes. So we're going to cut them open and see how they came out. Got a little juice here, a little juice there, and now we're going to cut them. Good God, what a mess. Okay, I'm ready. All right, let's see what we got here. I'm happy with that. All right, it's going to be good. Thanks for joining us for the best marinated steaks. I think you'll find the caramelization to be fantastic. The meat looks great. It's nice and tender. When you can cut it with a butter knife, it's okay. Thank you for coming.